and let's go ahead and jump on the magic carpet. God, it's so weird that it disappears for a second. Why would they do that? It's crazy. Oops, I knew the second I ground pounded that I was off my mark. That just stays there, right? Cool, it just stays there. I wasn't sure if that would despawn or something. What Jinjos do we have left? We have the Jinjo in the middle area, and there's probably a Jinjo in the last area? I was about to say the last area, but that doesn't make any sense. The area with the water inside of it, we probably... I should probably just go into here before the time runs out. Didn't realize I was going to miss all of those. Oh, the Mum-Mums! I think that's what the mummies are called. I think they're called Mum-Mums. They're an interesting enemy because they are, I was about to say immortal. They're invincible unless you hit them with the Wonder Wing. Very interesting enemy. And I'm pretty sure the skeletons, who name I can't think of off the top of my head. I think the skeletons and Mad Monster Mansion are basically the same. There might as well be like a retexture. I don't know what you would call that. Reskin is the word I was looking for. Didn't we just see a red feather? Could have sworn we just saw a red feather. Yeah, here we go. We're about to put my memory to the test with a game for children that I'm about to mess up. Mumbo, that was in the top left, right? It was the first one we flipped. Yeah. Cool. Let's see if I can continue using my memory. Nope, that's Banjo. Banjo is not Kazooie. Who would have guessed? We have seen a Kazooie, though. Egg? I know we've seen Egg. Was Egg this one? Egg was that one. Where was the Kazooie we saw earlier? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Kazooie was also over here. Cool. Honeycomb. This was Honeycomb. That one was Honeycomb. It worked out. The system works. I can use my brain for a period of time, and I'll continue to think. How wonderful. There we go. Give me that Jiggy. Unfortunately, though, there's a neat little speedrunning trick you can do where if you end the thing, if you end the game right where the Jiggy spawns, you can do the Jiggy Jig while the Jiggy is loading in. Not loading in, but whenever it does the cutscene of the Jiggy, like, popping in, you can, if you're standing in the right place, you can do the Jiggy Jig at the same time, and it rules. Unfortunately, I did not do that because I wasn't thinking about it until the very last second, and by then it was far too late. 50 notes, oh wow, there's still quite a lot to go. I thought we were a bit farther in this level, to be honest. I suppose a lot of the notes end up being in the center pyramid. Can't think if it has a fancy name, but the center pyramid. It's King Sandy Butt's tomb. That's what it's called. Had to think about that for a hot second. Let's go ahead and do this one. I think we just step on this and that works. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't get why they made this a thing where like the time decreases while the cutscene plays, and they don't just start the timer a bit later, or pull up the timer and don't actually start decrementing until cutscene ends. Like, I'm guessing that they, you know, they knew it would do that, and they accounted for the time. Oh, damn, I just missed it. Find some faster feet. Thanks, Grunty. I assume that the time was increased to account for that, because like the time like is like weird, like 22 seconds or 23 seconds, something like that. The amount of time they give us to do that. It's just a weird thing that they didn't like. Okay, no wait, we get 25 seconds. That's a pretty like on point amount of time, but I guess they're like, oh, the cutscene takes 5 seconds, so instead of getting 20 seconds, you get additional 5 seconds instead of bothering with it. Yeah, they have shown to be bad at coding things, and it's like, it's not a bad, like, it's honestly not a bad solution to the problem of, oh, you know, the timer is counting down during a cutscene. Like, it's a pretty reasonable fix. It's just also weird because it's not the most natural way to fix it, but it is, like, I can honestly say, I would imagine the easiest way to fix it. Because it's very easy to have, oh, you push the button, and that starts the timer, so, or it starts both the cutscene and it starts the timer. It's very easy to assign that to the button. maybe they didn't have a trigger designed to make, oh, cutscene fires this. They probably always have like cutscene is fired, event happens. This is just a shot in the dark once again because I don't know anything about how the code is actually laid out for this game. Let's see if we can pick this up. Oh, damn. I was hoping we could pick it up without actually touching the mum-mum. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Actually, before I get out of here, and I guess I'm going to end up having to kill some of these guys after all. I suppose I will accept the health. Only one of them actually gave us health. Weird. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little spot check, make sure I wasn't missing anything in here, because I could have sworn I had it all, but you never know. But yeah, Rare has some weird things where it's like, oh, well, the coding in this isn't like perfect, but whatever. But yeah, it's not even that fix is a bad fix. Like it's kind of what like would be considered a hack. It's not the optimal solution. And honestly, like the game designers, they had to. I mean, I guess they could have potentially not known it, but they definitely. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume they knew. Nice, by the way. I'm going to assume they knew, and you know, increase the amount of time that you had to do that, based on the fact that oh, you know, this cutscene is gonna take 5 seconds. The timer started before that. Let's just increase it by 5 seconds. And it's not like, oh, you just lost 5 seconds because of this cutscene. Because while we had 25 seconds to do that, I think the one that we had to get into Kazooie's I almost said Kazooie's pyramid, but the pyramid of Kazooie's face, we had like 18 seconds or something to get into it. Just like a weird amount of time. I know one of them has a weird amount of time for it. I'm not 100% sure which one, but it's one of them, damn it. Oh, there's not a face over here. I thought the mini Jinxie faces were all over the thing, but I guess you have to activate the first one first. I guess you very much have to activate the first one first. I thought the the OG Jinxie would be... I mean, I guess he's not the OG Jinxie, but the first of these faces would appear back here. It would have been nice if the camera would have cooperated with me there, but luckily I kind of had a feeling for the space well enough that I didn't have to worry. This is very weird that they, there's 3 Jinxies and they appear one after the other instead of having, like, you know, there be all 3 Jinxies at once and, you know, filling them in makes the thing appear instead of, oh, you feed it Jinxie and then he, you know, makes some of the pyramid appear. I'm guessing it's once again like a weird, like, trigger thing, like, had there been all 3, they wouldn't have known, oh, this one should trigger, like, you know, pyramid at level 1, pyramid at level 2, instead of, like, oh, we increase pyramid level or something. So once again, I just imagine it's a weird coding thing instead of, like, this being intentional, but this could also be intentional to some degree. I was about to say maybe, like, these are designed to be more difficult as they increase, but that one, like, you basically are right up in that guy's face. Sure, the platform you have to get on is smaller, but we were so close to him, we were able to, like, just no-scope him. It was point blank. There was no way we were gonna miss. Also, now that I've thought about it, we defo should have done this earlier, since King Sandybutt's tomb could potentially end up being an instant death, since if you take too long in there, you just fucking die. So probably should have done this before. If I end up dying, I suppose I can always come and do collect things off stream before the next stream. Okay, well, let's get in there and hope for the best. I think there's something weird you can do with King Sandybutt's tomb. I think if you go to the end, you can restart the timer. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, because I think if you go to the end, it stops the timer, and you can hop back in with a restarted timer. The way I'm going, though, should lead us to the witch switch. So I believe that's in this corner up here. Yeah, here we go. So we got the witch switch. And that's the most important thing in there. I believe that there is some notes scattered throughout it that we might want. Not 100% sure on that though. We have 40 seconds, so we're good. We're golden. We're right at the end. In fact, we can test my theory right here. We'll go ahead and walk in here. Yeah, we survived. Very cool. Very good. Well, let's see if we go back in there. How much time do we get? We get the full 60 seconds. Cool. So yeah, it just restarts the timer. I love this the song they have for this area. How it speeds up as you go on. I'm not sure if it's like some kind of trick, like some kind of like shepherd's tone like trick that it's not actually speeding up. But it definitely sounds like it's getting faster. I don't see any notes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just get the hell out of here before I get myself killed. Because the entrance is blocked off, I believe. This isn't the right way. So it's a very, very good thing I reset the timer before continuing onwards. But I'm guessing they achieved the trick of the music speeding up through like some kind of like software thing, as opposed to just having a faster version of the song, or you know, having a song that gets faster and faster. I'm not 100% sure. You could probably very easily disprove that by going to like Grant Kirkhope's Bandcamp page and looking at like the Banjo-Kazooie everything, or what is it called, Banjo-Kazooie Kitchen Sink Edition, something like that. Let's go ahead and instead of immediately jumping out, I'm going to wait in here to make sure we get the Jiggy from the Genjo, so everything is kosher, all good in the hood. We're missing 14 notes. Where could those notes be? I know there's some notes in the Quicksand by Jinxie that we did not pick up. Wait, that has Kazooie's face in the front. Is Banjo's face on the... No, there's no... that was the back. Kazooie's face on the back. And there's nothing on the front. Because I know that there's a few... how are you doing there, controller? There's a few notes. I keep wanting to say jiggies instead of notes. There's a few notes over in the area where Gobi will end up going to after we do this. After we unfortunately do him some bad. See, this is a little fucked up. Gobi runs on the water. How fucked up is that? But Gobi right here, he's like, oh, this tree looks thirsty, but I need all the water. And it's like, dog, you're in an oasis right now. There's as much water as you could drink, fam. Just guzzle up, my dude. Get all the water you need. Go for it. Spit on the tree and then get your water. But instead, he spits on the water and then he runs away because we were mean to him, which is fair enough. And then he doesn't come back before he goes to find the lava world. Oh wait, no, he doesn't go to find the lava world yet. He still has to go to Click Clock Wood. Actually, I'm interested to see what he says. Because does he start talking about Lava World now, or is that later? I honestly can't remember. Go ahead and come back here. Let's cancel out the turbo trainers. I always love how disappointed Banjo gets when the shoe ends. I always assumed that it wasn't like a sound effect of, oh darn, you know, the timer ran out. I always assumed it was like Banjo being like, oh man, Kazooie won't carry me anymore. Ooh, sucks. That's just the way I've always parsed it. And believe it or not, guys, I'm going to ignore a life instead of going for it. I know, this goes completely against what we've been doing in the stream, but I believe the time on these Stilt Stride boots are a bit tight. Yeah, we've started getting TikTok. We might have run out of time on the way back. Wait, was that our last Jiggy? I think that was our last Jiggy here. Yeah, we got all the Jiggies. And we have none of the honeycombs. Amazing. That's fine because we're about to go pick up both of them. Because we need to go over to Gobi's final resting place for this level. And we also need to get the one out of the cactus. But we're missing 6 notes. I'm not sure if there's 6 notes in Gobi's little area. I imagine there only being 4. Oh, hey, here's 2 notes that we forgot. Which, or at least there's 1 right here. So I'm just assuming there's going to be another one. So I might actually land it. Let's go ahead and just do this the smart way instead of trying to, I know, I only have 9 lives. What the hell am I going to do? If I died, like if a cat came in here and killed me as many times as it could die, I'd be dead forever. Isn't that fucked up? It's kind of fucked up. Oh, did we get the one on the other side? Uh-oh. Hopefully there's 5 notes, otherwise we may be in a little bit of trouble. This is gonna be great if, for the second time in a row, like getting to this level, like, for the internet, and I've managed to mess it up. Because if there's not 5 notes up there with Gobi, then I've misplaced a note in this level, which is even worse than a Jiggy, because, you know, there's 10 Jiggies. You know, I can systematically check where a Jiggy is if I missed one. I mean, granted, there's more than 10 potential places for a Jiggy. There's, how many Jinjos are there? 5 Jinjos, so that makes there 14 potential places for the Jiggy to be, because there's the 9 set Jiggies, and then the 5 potential places the Jinjo could have been. Yeah, but there we go. We did get everything indeed, and fine, we'll leave you alone for just a moment while I collect the rest of the notes. You actually get an extra life, it looks like, whenever you get all of the notes, which would explain why we hit 9 so fast. Okay, you're leaving this desert to find some peace and quiet. Okay, so he goes to Click Clock Wood for some peace and quiet before he goes to Lava World, I guess. And we complete another honeycomb set, increasing our health. So we are good. We're gonna be ending this off pretty soon. As long as I don't die in this stupid stuff, because I just jumped down here like a madman. Let's go pick up that last Jiggy and figure out what we're going to be doing. Because next stream we'll be doing Mad Monster Mansion, Rusty Bucket Bay, Click Clock Wood, and we'll be returning to Bubble Gloop Swamp to beat Mr. Vile now that we have the Turbo Trainers, and we'll also be returning to Freezy Peak as well. So I think that'll work out. You know, even though we're doing less levels than we did this game, or even though we're doing less levels than we did in this stream, the last few levels are a bit longer, so it'll probably end up being another 4 hours or so, especially since Click Clock Wood alone was gonna be like an hour of that time. And man, is the game actually starting to slow down? The game looks a bit weird, so I might be experiencing some slowdown. I shouldn't be chasing after this. Let's play this smart and wait for the damn thing, because we're going to need this to get the Jiggy. But now I'm gonna run into a mum. There we go. Cool. So let's see. Jiggies that we didn't pick up that we could have. We have the one in Bubble Gloop Swamp. We have the one in Freezy Peak. We have the one Witch Switch we hit for Freezy Peak that we did not pick up. 2 of the hours are gonna be in the yeah. We're gonna spend forever in the engine room. I tend to handle engine room first, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully we won't spend too much time there. And oh man, there is some serious slowdown going on right now. We have 600 notes, 63 Jiggies, 18 honeycombs. We've been playing the game for 3 hours, even though we've been streaming for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So that's a bit weird. It must be like lost time to like cutscenes and stuff like that. In the like 5 minutes I got up to use the bathroom, fill up my water. Just checking all our totals, make sure we're sitting good in the hood. Yeah, Bubble Gloop Swamp, we knew we were missing that one. Freezy Peak, we knew we were missing that one. Gobi's Valley, we're good. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for the stream, especially since I'm starting to experience a little bit of slowdown. I doubt it's my computer, because my computer, I checked Task Manager to see how much process I was using, and running Banjo-Kazooie and this OBS like to stream was like using like 2% of my computer's like processing total, which made me feel pretty good about myself, especially since I just built this damn computer. But yeah, that'll be it. I've kind of outlined what we'll be doing next time. I think it'll be a little bit before we stream again. It might not be next week, but the week after, because I have a trip that I'll be on during next weekend, and I don't think I'll be able to do this during a weeknight, because I don't tend to be home until about like 6 p.m. my time ish, and even if I started streaming around then, it'd be a bit late for me, because I'm a baby who likes to go to bed early. Also, like, I'll be a bit tired after work. That might not be the most interesting stream, so might be a little wild for the next stream, but we'll see what can happen. maybe I can pull off a midweek stream. I'll let you guys know. Might want to plan it out a bit more in advance, give you guys some heads up. But I was excited to play some Banjo-Kazooie, a new computer with Switch controller, which for the most part worked out fine. We had a few dodgy spots there, but whatever. I'm sure I was just doing something wrong. So I'll see you guys next time for more Banjo-Kazooie. Love this game.